Gotham City, like any other large metropolis, abounds in girls of all shapes and sizes. Debutantes, nurses, stenographers, and librarians. Like this librarian in the Gotham City Library, as the closing hour nears, finishing a service for a very distinguished customer, millionaire Bruce Wayne.
Here we are, Mr. Wayne.
No, it's all right. I know everything, and it doesn't make any difference.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Madison, you were probably very young. Anyone can make a mistake.
What?
No apologies, no explanations. You see, I'll only be in town a short while, and a sadder but wiser girl for me.
You please make your selection and leave.
I have.
What do you want to take out?
The librarian.
There are times, Mr. Spock, when I think I should have been a librarian.
The job of librarian would be no less challenging, Captain, but it would undoubtedly be a lot less dangerous.
Oh, you frightened me. I thought you were a dwarf. Whew, you gave me quite a shock. The library is closed. Didn't you hear the bell? Oh, well, doesn't matter. Anyway, I've already locked the front. You can go out the back with me if you want, but I just have a few things to do before.
Please tell us why you changed your mind.
Well, I'm afraid I succumbed to a little gentle bribery the other day. The children's wing, you know. Then I thought it over very carefully. I simply couldn't do what you asked.
Just, what do you mean you couldn't?
I mean I couldn't remove a book because it has ideas we don't like.
But we're faced with a real problem, Mrs. Hull. Here are a dozen more letters we've received.
Letters from people who helped elect this council.
And here's a petition from some group calling itself the Kenport Women's Committee Against Subversion. Unless there is immediate action, we intend to take this matter up with the newspapers. Now, is that shabby little potboiler worth this kind of disturbance?
I'm afraid it is. You can't run a library or a city council to please everybody.
You mind if I smoke?
Not at all.
Mrs. Hull, can't we look at this from a practical point of view? Take my word for it. It's not unreasonable to ask you to take out just this one book.
Isn't this one book? We have an entire stack of books on political theory, of all shades. What will happen if you start getting letters about them?
Well, we'll have to worry about that when and if.
Alicia, we've been friends for a good many years. I'll stick with you when you're right. But when you're wrong, you're wrong.
What do you want to do? Turn the library into a propaganda agency for the Kremlin?
Really, Mr. Martin, what do you think Thomas Jefferson would say to this?
Oh, now, Alicia, let's not drag in the Founding Fathers.
Please do not interrupt, Robert. I feel this most deeply. There was a book in our library for many years. It's still there. It made me sick to my stomach every time I checked it out. Mein Kampf. Maybe we ran the risk of spreading Hitlerism, but it didn't work that way. It worked the other way. People read it. It made them indignant. Maybe it helped defeat him. Don't you see, by keeping this book in the library, we attack the communist dream? We say to the communists, we do not fear you, we are not afraid of what you have to say, but you fear us. You fear the truth. Tell me, would they dare keep a book praising democracy in a Russian library? Gentlemen, you want me to take this book out of the library. You ought to fight to keep it on the shelf.
Wow! Look at all these books!
I've never seen so many books in my entire life.
So many books.
Me never seen so many books before.
What kind of a book would you like?
I got here auto repair and soap carving.
Local biography or history.
Me want a book about Little Red Riding Hood.
All right.
And 1 box of cookies, please.
We do have a private research room available.
We have no cookies.
Fantasy, folklore, myths, and legends. Basement stacks, take the stairs.
I mean, why are we wasting our time with the Dewey Decimal System when your system is so much easier?
Trade skills and hobbies goes under educational. Stack behind you.
It's here. And now let's see, me take book of nursery rhymes.
All right.
And a box of cookies, please.
If you will consult with my colleague in there.
Thank you. We don't have cookies.
So what do we do? Looking for some local What'd you say?
Everybody dance now.
Take a picture book.
Picture book.
Yeah, and a box of cookies. Me want book about cookies.
Fine.
Everybody dance now. Everybody dance now. Everybody dance now. Come on, let's go.
Whoa. Look at all these books. Where am I? Maybe this is one of those libraries. But if this is a library, then... Hey, wait a second! Who are you?
This is the library, come and have a seat. Let's take a trip, you won't have to leave your feet. So much media, all for you to see. I'm a librarian, that's my J-O-B. This is a library, come and have a seat. Let's take a trip, you won't have to leave your feet. So much media, all for you to see. I'm a librarian, that's my J-O-B.
Your life work.
These racks and shelves contain a lot of books. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, perhaps millions. How do you feel about them? Do they mean something to you? Are they your friends? Have you a real love of books and learning? You do? That's good. Now, do you like people? And do people like you? Do you like all kinds of people? The young as well as the old. People in all stations of life. You do? That's wonderful. Because when you have these two important qualifications, love for books and love for people, you may well consider the vocation of a librarian, a vocation that gives full enjoyment to the librarian and radiates it to the public. The public, that may consist of children with an awakening interest in literature, or professional men searching for special scientific information, or the blind who do their reading by touch, or people of rural areas whose library is brought to them on wheels. Yes, there are many aspects to this worthwhile occupation, all of vital importance in the nation's life.
The adventures of Super Librarian. Faster than free internet. More powerful than a stack of reference books. Able to multitask while providing outstanding service. It's Super Librarian. Every librarian at the McCracken County Public Library is a super librarian dedicated to providing you with service that's super. From books to audiobooks, DVDs, and internet, Super Librarian will help you find what you want. Super Librarian, protector of knowledge and free entertainment at the McCracken County Public Library.
We're not just a bunch of women sitting around making marks on pages.
I'm in the best job in the world.
Librarianship is a calling. I'm convinced of that.
I was destined for libraries.
And I had wanted to be a librarian my entire life.
Maybe it's because librarians make it look so easy, what we do.
I have a staff of 600, and we have 37 locations.
She's a regular commentator about books on National Public Radio. I read whatever she recommends.
I spend close to 50% of my time fundraising.
We're going to be having a Cambodian cultural festival here at the library.
We have a Christmas show, a talent show, a garden show.
It is one of the most intellectually stimulating disciplines that I've ever engaged in.
It's being organized by a Cambodian rapper.
A square dance, a golf tournament, a wine tasting.
You're looking for yourself in the library.
If they had given as much thought to the law as they had to the cute name, perhaps the law wouldn't be so bad. This applies not only to your library records, but it applies to your financial records, to your medical records, to your business records.
What I read in the library, how I read it, when I read it, if I don't, it's my business.
I'm not just shelving books.
Hello, I'm Robin Williams. You know, I was trained at Juilliard. I was a classically trained actor. Shakespeare, to be, or what? You know what that's from, man? That's from like a book, man. Serious, really amazing books. And you know where there's a lot of great, great books? The main source? That's at the main library. Wow, coincidence? You be the judge. You know in the dictionary under redundant, it says see redundant. But you can find that out at the main library. Yo, 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 yo! It's time to pump up the volumes! Books! Books! Down at the main library! I'm talking you and me and family! Sunday, April 21st, be with me and family! Treats for the family, treats for the friends. Come on down and see book and Sunday, April 21st, singing and dancing and prancing and theatre. Not theater, theatre! Tasty treats for all the kids. Come on there and see some videos, too. Didn't rhyme, but hey, what do you want? It's free. Do you know what the biggest gland in your body is? No, wrong. Your brain, the 3.5-pound gland up here. That's right. I'd like to ask you to come down and pump some neurons. How do you do it? Books. That's right, dude. Books. Come on down to the main source at the main library. Hello, my friends. I'm Robin Williams, and I did a movie called Jumanji. That's right. It was also a book. Ha ha! It was a book before it's a film. Keep turning. Turn those pages. Turn those pages. 1, 2. Turn those pages. Turn those pages. Turn those pages. Pump the neurons. Pump the neuron. Grab a volume. Open up and grab a volume. Open up and a book. A book. A book. A book. My mind is hurting now. Pump those volumes. Pump them. I'll be waiting for you. I want to see you there. Be there. Read a book. Expand your mind. And you know what? It's free. Absolutely free. Free as the wind blows.
I like big books and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny that when a girl walks in with glasses on her face and a book bag on her waist, you look twice. That brain is nice cause you notice her bag was stuffed full of the book she's reading. On Hunger Games she's feeding. Oh baby, I wanna get with yas. Not them books with pictures. Library gave me Jane Austen. Pride and Prejudice is so awesome. Hazel Lancaster on the day Augustus asked her. It would be hotter if there was an 8th Harry Potter. I've seen girls skimming, but they sure ain't winning. My girl's nerdy and smart, and she can read my heart. I'm tired of magazines saying dumb girls are the thing. On any day you ask me, she got a no Great Gatsby. So nerd fighters, yeah, nerd fighters, yeah. Girlfriend got the books, heck yeah. To read it, read it, read it, read it, read them big old books. Baby got books.
You got a question that is causing you some pain. Typing keywords into the search engine again. Look here now, you searching just ain't gonna get it done. Cause when it comes to search, if it's not tough, it isn't fun. Oh, 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 oh. I'll blow your mind, show you how to find. Oh, 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 oh. I'll blow your mind, show you how to find. Can't use my, you can use my catalog.
Don't forget the databases.
Can't use my, you can use my catalog.
Don't forget the info bases.
Catalog. Catalog.